Hello and welcome to the City of Whittlesea Business Network podcast. I'm your host, Amy Bajada, a member of both the City of Whittlesea Business Network and Business Advisory Panel, but also a proud small business owner based in Doreen. Together with the City of Whittlesea, we're sharing local stories and insights that matter to our community of businesses. We recognise the rich Aboriginal heritage of this country and acknowledge the Wurundjeri, Willem clan and Tangarang people as the traditional owners of lands within the City of Whittlesea. This podcast is all about celebrating the incredible stories of local businesses, the people, the passion and the progress shaping our region. Whether you're a fellow business owner, a future entrepreneur or just someone curious about what makes our community thrive, this podcast is for you. Let's get started and connect through the heart of the City of Whittlesea's business network. Joanne's Temple Colonics and Wellness Centre is a holistic health clinic located in Mill Park, Victoria, specialising in colonic hydrotherapy and complementary wellness services. Founded by Joanne Caruso, who transitioned from a 30-year corporate career in human resources to pursue her passion for natural health, the centre offers a supportive environment for clients seeking physical, emotional and spiritual healing. Welcome, Joanne.
Thank you for having me.
I want to start right at the beginning because I know you didn't always work in the world of wellness. When you made the shift from a long career in HR into something as unique as colon hydrotherapy and launching your Temple Colonics and Wellness Centre, it takes some serious guts, pardon the pun. What gave you the confidence to back yourself and go in on this new chapter?
I've always wanted to have my own business. Figuring out the what to do was always the $1 million question.
It always is, isn't it?
It is. So, and throughout my career, even during my HR career, I did try different things as well. So I did lots of study. I actually even did a certificate in accounting at one point. And I also studied a diploma in beauty therapy because I thought that might have been the change that I knew what to do. I had 3 daughters and I thought, having qualifications in beauty therapy was going to be amazing because it's very handy with the daughters. So after I'd finished my diploma, I'd landed my dream HR job. So put beauty on the back step. So I stayed in that role for about 3 years. But my passion for HR was long gone. But as a single mum, it's what I needed to do to provide for my family. So, so I did keep changing HR roles just to keep me motivated or inspired. But my passion laid elsewhere and I just didn't know what that was. I lost my dad suddenly. He passed away. And so that was a little bit of a wake-up call that, life's too short. And 16 months later, we lost my sister to cancer. My sister was doing colonics as part of her alternative cancer treatments to remove toxins from her body. So I saw firsthand the benefits that colonics had on her. And I thought, you know what, this is what I need to do.
Wow.
So that's where colonics came into it. And that's how I started to learn more about it. I also had some sessions myself and felt absolutely amazing after I had them. And I thought, this is it. This is my what to do.
Wow, what a story. But trialing a few things before you land where you need to land.
Yeah, absolutely.
Becomes very obvious, doesn't it?
It does. And everything that I had done along the way was leading me to my business. So I had done some transformational coaching courses or studies. I had done, some Joe Dispenza training, so to learn about the mind and everything like that. Even my beauty therapy is relevant to what I'm doing now, such as the massage that I use on my clients. That's all relevant. Even my certificate in accounting is relevant because as a business owner, you need to know your numbers.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Music to my ears, that's for sure. Now, again, this is, I guess, going to play into that exact moment that now we both know running a business isn't all green smoothies and candlelit serenity. It is that full-time hustle. Mm-hmm. What have been some of the biggest challenges you've faced stepping into a small business ownership, especially in a space where you're not just the practitioner, but you're the bookkeeper, the marketer, the finance person, the admin, the lot? Tell me about that.
Look, it's full on. And my hours are not just your 9 to 5. I do work long hours because I want to accommodate to people who do work as well. So I'm working long hours as a colon hydrotherapist, but then, like you said, I've got to do the bookkeeping and I've got to do the cleaning and the reception and everything else that goes with it. So it's long days, but it's very different to the corporate world because I'm actually jumping out of bed excited to be doing what I'm doing.
Makes sense.
It does. And speaking to my clients, it's like having conversations with old friends. I love that they've allowed me to be part of their journey. And I love hearing their stories, giving them the kick up the bum when they need it, pardon the pun, and just being there for them and guiding them so that my clients is what makes my job a lot easier. Finding balance is a challenge, and learning to switch off. So in the beginning, the phone would be on 24/7, whereas now when I lock the door at the end of the day, the phone is switched off. Every now and then I will, take myself away for a weekend just to chill, because I think that's really important to my own health and well-being as well.
And boundaries are so extremely important to be able to set. And it takes a while though, doesn't it? Because we tend to want to give everything in the hope that it just works. But we get to a point where we settle in and go, okay, this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, especially with social media as well, because, people will message on my social media. I just got a quick question. And of course you want to answer those questions. So to enforce some of those boundaries, I've set up, an auto reply to say, hey, I'm not always, this phone's it's not manned all the time. But, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And then during business hours, that's when I'll reply.
Okay, I want to shift gears slightly because I've loved watching how proactive you've been, from things like networking. You're always at the events, which is great, award nominations, to co-authoring a book, Purpose and Passion. It's a bold move and it's been brilliant. Has been putting yourself out there helped build awareness for what you do and the credibility for your clinic? Is that why you do it?
So I've been going to networking events with the City of Whittlesea for, I think, at least 20 years. And so even before having my own business, because I was always interested in networking and meeting other people. And also, meeting different contacts for my corporate career as well.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking about it the other day that I actually met one of my closest friends about 16, 17 years ago at a City of Whittlesea networking breakfast.
Wow.
And we're still friends. So we were on the same table together and we, started chatting and we're still friends to this day. So, the
real connection.
Absolutely. Yeah. So networking has always been really important. To me, more as a personal rather than business. But now that I have my own business, I'm seeing how it's actually really benefiting.
Yeah.
So, and back then, I think I even did an introduction to small business workshop that the City of Whittlesea were running. So I've done a lot with the City of Whittlesea over the years.
But they're so beneficial.
Absolutely.
And so timely, aren't they, in terms of what they provide, which is really great for us business owners.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's come a long way. The business team has come a very long way in the last 20 years. So I've seen it evolved from back then to where it is now. And, I'm excited when emails come through to say, hey, our next event's coming up. Would you like to register?
Just quickly in relation to the book itself, that's slightly off centre. Tell me a little bit about that.
I've always been a writer for myself. So writing has been something that I've always been interested to do. And when this opportunity came up, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do it. And I think a few people were a bit worried, like, oh my God, what's she going to write? But it was really good. It was a good experience. It's come from my heart. And there's a few tips as to, how I started. From going from corporate world to having my own business. So I have included a few tips on for other people who are thinking about changing careers.
I'm looking forward to getting stuck into it. We'll also put a link in the show notes of this episode so people can check it out themselves.
Amazing, thank you.
So something I see a lot with small business owners is, especially when you're starting out, is that pressure to know everything, as you know, and do everything yourself. But at some point you've got to ask, what's the best use of my time? And so I'm curious with you, how did you personally navigate the balance between learning new skills for where you're headed And then recognizing that it's time to bring in some outside help,
Yep.
like business networking events or those types of workshops and other people in a business.
So with the colonic side of it, obviously I needed to do extra training for that. So that was completely new for me because I don't have a science background. So I ended up studying not just one colonics course, I did 2 plus some other training because, I needed to know as much as I could with it.
Of course.
But in the lead up to having my own business, so over the years, I'd been doing lots of bits and pieces just so that I could have some knowledge. But like I said, I'm not an expert. No, a small business owner is, I guess, an expert in everything. So for me, having the right accountant was really, really important. So I actually interviewed accountants before I found the right one. My sister, who passed away, was my accountant.
Oh.
So for me, it was a big deal. And I was open and honest with the accountants who I interviewed and said, hey, this is really personal.
Yeah.
You're going to be, I want somebody who's going to guide me step by step, throughout my journey. And I need to have that trust and bond with you. And so, can we organise a time to meet? So I met with a few people. The one who I've chosen, I just clicked with him straight away. I knew that he was the right person.
Yep.
And he hasn't disappointed.
More small business owners should ask those questions, especially of people who are supporting them in such critical areas of their business. And it's just as much your journey as it is for them. And that's not just a paid thing. It comes from your passion. So it's really good to hear that. And that's really good advice for everyone. Now, before we wrap up, I want to bring it all back to your core work in colonics and holistic wellness.
Yep.
What do you wish more people understood about this kind of healing work and how powerful it actually can be?
Okay. So colonics isn't always just about the poop. There's more to it. It's about hydration. A lot of people aren't drinking enough water, or if we are drinking water, we're not drinking the right water. So we're struggling with absorption as well. It's clearing toxins away from the body. So to do something like colonics, it's not just for people who have issues. Everybody can benefit from it.
Okay, so it's all here in City of Whittlesea, and we want to hear what your favourite local gems are. Your go-to guide, if you will, the local businesses that you wouldn't hesitate to recommend here in the City of Whittlesea. So there's no overthinking, just gut instinct. Do you like what I did there?
I do, thank you.
Ready? Let's go. Your morning coffee fix.
30-fold on Gorge Road.
Yeah.
Quite good. Yeah. That's not far from home. So they're a lovely bunch there.
What about grabbing a quick lunch?
A quick lunch. I love, I do love Asian food. My goodness, the duck and dumpling place at Stables.
Oh, nice.
They make a very nice vegetable noodle soup. And so that's my go-to because it's quite healthy. Lots of veggies.
What about buying gifts or something unique?
Usually Plenty Valley or Epping Plaza. Actually, Uni Hill's quite good as well for gifts as well.
Okay. And any dinners out with family and friends? Where's your go-to?
Dinners out. Where do we normally go to? Plenty Valley. The Kin Thai restaurant.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank you so much, Joanne, for sharing your story with us today. Hearing your story gives such a real and grounded insight into what it takes to build a business that's not only purpose-driven, but deeply rooted in service to others. From leaving corporate to creating space for healing, I know our listeners will walk away inspired to trust their own path and prioritise their well-being along the way. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
If Joanne's story has sparked inspiration, now might be the perfect time to take the next step. The City of Whittlesea Business Concierge Service is here to help you navigate the process of getting started. Reach out today and let's turn your idea into action. If you'd like to follow Joanne's Temple Colonics Wellness Centre or learn more about their business, you can find them on Instagram and Facebook and their website at www.joannestemplecolonics.com.au, and we'll also include all their details in the show notes. I'm Amy Bajada, and it's been a pleasure hosting you today. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider sending us an email at business@whittlesea.vic.gov.au. We love hearing what resonates with you. The views and opinions expressed in this episode are those of the speakers and do not reflect the official position of the City of Whittlesea. Information is accurate at the time of the recording. This podcast is for general information only and does not constitute professional advice. For professional advice, please consult a qualified practitioner. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time on the City of Whittlesea Business Network podcast.